Welcome to this basic Ansys analysis tutorial in which we will be performing the analysis on this beam. Meanwhile, we will create the geometry for this beam in SolidWorks software. So let's begin. Click on part and click OK. We are working in SolidWorks to make the geometry for this part, and then we will import this geometry into Ansys and will perform analysis there. I am selecting the units as millimeters from here. Now click on front plane and click on sketch, which is very first option, and from here select the center rectangle tool, and on this origin make a rectangle like this. Now we need to define this. For that, select smart dimensioning tool. Here I am selecting the length of this line as 150 millimeter and length of this line as 1000 millimeter. Okay, and after that we need to define the third dimension, and for that we are extruding it. So select your extruded boss base, and here we can increase this length. So I'm specifying 150 millimeter, and then check this box from here. Now this is a 3D geometry. We need to apply the load from at here. So select this face and click on sketch, and here select the corner rectangle tool and make a corner rectangle like this, which should coincide with the other line. And now let's select smart dimensioning tool, because here we need to specify the length of this line. So I'm specifying here 125 millimeter. Now go to features and select here extruded boss base, and we can simply extrude it up to 15 millimeter. On this face we will be applying the force, or you can say apply the pressure, and this face would be fixed. So I am creating a basic geometry here. So for reference, make a construction line here, and after that we need to select the center rectangle, and here find the midpoint of this construction line and make here a rectangle like this. Now we need to specify the length and width of this rectangle. So I'm specifying as 220 millimeter, and here specify the length of this line as 220 millimeter as well. Now go to features and here select extruded boss base. We have to specify the direction of the extrusion. So like this we can specify the direction of extrusion. So in outward direction we have to specify 20 or 25 millimeter, and after that check this box. Now we have created this geometry and we have to save this file. So go to file and click on save as, and here you can create a separate folder for that. I'm making a separate folder, and here type the name of this file. We also have to save this file as step file. So in this extension we have to select this step and save it. In Ansys we will be importing this step file. Now I'm opening the Ansys software. I have Ansys 2020. Okay, so here we have different types of analysis that we can perform, but we are doing here static structural. So double click on static structural, and here this box will appear. As we are using stainless steel, so we do not need to define the engineering data. In geometry, right click here, and in import select here browse, and we need to select here the step file that we have just created. So this right here is the step file. So click on the step file, and after that click open. So as you can see, the geometry has been imported. Now we need to right click here on model and click on edit, and as you can see this is written here starting mechanical. The geometry we have imported is right here. If you want to rotate this part, you can select this option and then you can rotate it by using your mouse, and if you want to move it, you can select this option and you can move it like this. And here are different tabs available in Ansys. So go to home tab, and here we need to select the wizard option. So this right here is the wizard, and here are all the steps necessary for the analysis. So as you can see, these are the different steps. First we need to verify the material. And as we are good with the stainless steel, so we do not need to worry about it. If you want to import some different material, so I will explain it in the next video. So we do not need to worry about this as well, because there is only one step. So this right here is the structural load. So we have to specify the loads as we are applying pressure. So select here pressure, and we have to rotate it. So let me just rotate it like this. And after that, we need, since we need to select the face, so select this option, and after that select this face, because we are going to apply the pressure on this face. I'm applying 10,000 Pascal, and this is no selection, so click on here, and here we need to select apply, and as you can see, the force of 10,000 pascals has been applied in downward direction. Okay, now moving on to the next option, which is supports. So since we want the fixed support, so select here the fixed support, and I want this face to be fixed, and after that click apply, and the fixed support has been applied. And we have to tell the Ansys about this solution. So right click here on the solution, insert, go to deformation, and in here select total. And since I want to get the result for the stresses and strains, so I will select those. I'm selecting here equivalent strain and similarly equivalent stress as well, the very first option, this one. Okay, so I have selected all of those which I have required, and now we have to move to the next option, which is solve. So when I click on this solve, this pop-up will appear, and when I click here, it will automatically solve it. A mesh will be created automatically. I will explain the mesh in our upcoming videos. So this is a basic mesh that automatically get creates. So let's close this wizard, and now let me show you the results. When you select this very first option, this is the basic report that Ansys usually generates. You can cross it, and this right here are the results that we want. These are the maximum and minimum values. The red one is the maximum and blue one is the minimum value, and these are highlighted here. You can animate it from here as well. This is the result for deformation, and similarly we have the results available for strain and stress as well. So you simply have to click on it. I'm selecting it, the result for the strain. You can see on this region we have the maximum strain, and this is the value for the maximum strain. This region has, the blue region has the minimum amount of strain. You can animate, you can play it. As you can see, this region has the maximum amount of strain, and similarly you can check the result for the stress as well, and you can animate it. These are the values for the stress. So that's how we can perform very basic analysis in Ansys software. In our upcoming videos, we will be exploring more options and more analysis techniques. See you in the next video.